Yeah, we have a bunch of dinars in the Federal Reserves. Let's pretend that we have 1 zillion. But when Sadani pulls the trigger, what are you going to do? You're going to run to the American banks and you're going to give them 3 zeros notes. Is the American bank going to send the 3-0 notes back to the CBI? No, those are dinar mattresses. So where are these 3-0 notes going to? The Federal Reserve, where we already have 1 zillion dinars. Now we're going to have 2 zillion dinars. Comment: Today is supposed to be the day the extraction cost of oil was raised for Kurdistan Oil. That is real close to sounding like HCL stuff. Yada. Exactly. The rate had to come first to give the oil transfer value. Flowing oil means the rate was done. Now our turn. The strongest and most dangerous American financial intelligence office confirms the seriousness of the American Treasury in quickly implementing the executive orders of the new American administration without delay. Our new administration is putting their foot down about these problematic banks and entities not playing by the rules. Those who do not play by the rules are going to lose big time. Al-Nusayri: No sanctions on Iraqi banks, and false reports cause panic. Quote: Al-Nusayri criticized the unspecialized media and unspecialized analysts who published misleading information about the alleged sanctions on Iraqi banks, saying, "They have been annoying citizens for 2 days with false claims that there are sanctions on 5 Iraqi banks, and that the number will reach 37 banks." They even went so far as to promote false information about the sanction of Rafidain Bank. He considered that the official source in Iraq is the Central Bank of Iraq, and our ongoing relations with the U.S. Treasury Department and the U.S. Federal Reserve. If you are intent on spending a ton of money for nothing, then by all means, bring your favorite ambulance chaser to the exchange, but it will make no difference and is a foolish expenditure. If you want to avoid capital gains taxes and limit your tax burden to no more than 10%, then prepare a Inter Vivos Charitable Remainder Uni Trust. It is foolproof. See a trust attorney or asset protection attorney specialist and get a CRUT and avoid dealing with rip-off attorneys. New U.S. sanctions shake Iraqi banking sector, ban use of payment cards abroad. Quote: Iraqi government sources reported on Sunday that Baghdad received an official notification from the U.S. Treasury Department imposing sanctions on 5 Iraqi banks, in addition to a number of exchange companies, due to their involvement in illegal money transfers inside and outside Iraq, and smuggling dollars to banned entities, most notably the Islamic Republic of Iran. These measures come within the framework of an escalating U.S. policy to control financial transactions in Iraq. Iraq works to resume oil flows to Turkey after $19 billion loss. This is breaking news because $19 billion in losses hurts Iraq financially. Think about this seriously. What should you do when the value goes up? Should you exchange 10% and hold on to 90%, and continue this journey? Or should you exchange 90% and hold on to 10%? Well, why don't I change 100%? Because in my thinking you want to diversify when you exchange. I can continue with the dinar, but at a smaller scale. Instead of putting all my eggs in one basket, I just put one egg in the dinar. Right now all my eggs are in the basket of the dinar. Makes sense? Diversify. That's why you have a team. Lawyers, spread your money in every way you can. Good luck and God bless you on the decision you make. I believe the route I want to take is the 90/10ths. I may go 95/5ths. I will still hold on to a small portion of my dinar. As a form of an investment, look for your rate of return. Make sure you get the very best of them all. 2.2c of the budget, we haven't seen that exposed in the Gazette, but we're expecting it to be because we know that amendment law has been ratified. It may not be published in the Gazette till after the central bank governor-elect shows us an exchange rate. Or they do it at the same time. The President of the Republic approves the amendment of the budget law regarding the export of Kurdistan oil through SOMO. Quote: President of the Republic of Iraq, Abdul Latif Jamal Rashid, approved the First Amendment to the Iraqi federal budget law regarding the export of oil from the Kurdistan region through the National Oil Marketing Company, SOMO. In order to implement the law, there is only one stage left, which is to publish it in the Iraqi official gazette. Anti-Money Laundering Office. Iraqi authorities face difficulty tracking digital transactions. Quote, Iraqi authorities are facing difficulty in tracking digital transactions. This article tells us there is still a heavy reliance on cash transactions. There will still be a need to have these larger notes for foreign trade even after the project to delete the zeros is completed. We also have to think about all the countries that have the 3 zeros notes now in their country's foreign reserves. So these older 3-0 notes are not going away. Ours will be valuable. The government-owned Rafidane Bank announced, on Monday, the launch of national bonds, first issue, in the amount of 2 trillion dinars for the period from February 10 to March 10, 2025. He said in a statement received by Shafaq news agency that this comes in line with the directives of the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Iraq. He explained that the bonds are divided into two categories: a bond of 500,000 dinars, 500,000 dinars, with an annual interest of 6% paid every 6 months for a period of 2 years. A bond of 1 million dinars, 1 million dinars, with an annual interest of 7.5% paid every 6 months for a period of 4 years. He added that the bond is sold to banks as well as to the public, natural and legal persons. He explained that the person, whether natural or legal, wishing to purchase submits a direct application to the bank, bringing with him the original identification documents. The Iraqi Minister of Oil, Hyan Abdul Ghani, announced on Monday the implementation of several gas investment projects, and while calling on international companies to submit their offers to compete in the upcoming licensing rounds, he revealed that the resumption of the export of Kurdistan region's oil via the Turkish Ceyhan pipeline will be within a week. Abdul Ghani said, during the opening of the Iraqi-British Businessmen Forum in Baghdad, followed by Shafaq news agency, that the Ministry of Oil is currently implementing several projects to invest in gas, most notably the contract with the French company Total to produce 600 million cubic feet in Basra Governorate and 200 million cubic feet of gas with Baker Hughes to invest in gas from the fields of Nasiriyah city. He pointed out that gas production operations have begun from the Akash gas field in Anbar Governorate with a capacity of 400 million cubic feet, in addition to other projects in the Halfaya field in Mason Governorate and Mansouriya in Diyala that are under implementation within the framework of the 5th licensing round for gas investment.